So if you are starting your own business and you're trying to do so on a budget and keep your costs low, I'm going to give you a few tips here on how you can keep your costs low for that business startup. So the first tip would be to register your business as a sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is just a form of legal structure that is generally easier and cheaper to set up and to maintain. And in some cases, if you are engaging in business activity, starting a business as a sole proprietorship, and you're just using your personal legal name, you don't even necessarily have to register the business. This could depend on the region in which you're operating. So good to look into that. But if that's the case and that's allowed where you live, then you don't even have to pay to register the business. So that can be a good way to keep your costs low. The next tip would be to teach yourself. Teach yourself as much as you can. Learn how to do bookkeeping, learn how to do advertising, learn how to, just have different management skills. Get good at using spreadsheets and Word documents and, maybe bookkeeping software and all those different things. There's so many resources online these days that you can pretty much teach yourself how to do anything. And that's what I did for myself too. Like I learned how to do, Meta ads and Google ads and, figured out bookkeeping just through spreadsheets. And I got really good at Canva and things like that. So as a business owner, you don't have to be great at everything, but you have to have, some knowledge in just about every field. So another tip would be buy used equipment if you can. If your business needs equipment, look for used options. It can be a good way to save money. Like my business doesn't really need much equipment, but I bought a computer monitor that was used. I bought a clicker remote that was used. I bought an adapter for my laptop that was used, and I just saved a lot of money on those things. And the ones I got all worked perfectly. Like it was actually just really good fits for what I needed. So that's a good way to do it, especially if you are having a lot of cost for your equipment, and especially if it's easy to find used stuff for what you're looking for. Another way to keep your costs low with a startup would be to start slowly. If you're just going to take on one client at a time and kind of build up from there, then you're able to keep your costs low by just having enough material and inventory and even labor for one client at a time. And then you start having money coming in, and once you have money coming in, then you can afford more tools, more equipment, more advertising, things like that. So you can build up slowly if you want, and that can be a good way of keeping your costs low and maybe even avoid debt in some cases. And then the last tip to starting a business on a budget and keeping your costs low would be to use organic advertising. I see quite a few people will pay marketing agencies to do their advertising, and often these marketing agencies do not do a good job and they're not offering good value for the money. So I think, a lot of business owners should learn how to do this themselves and focus on organic advertising. Like you don't necessarily need to use paid ads on social media or on radio or in newspapers or whatever. Oftentimes, making personal connections is the best way to advertise your business. So of course that would depend on the nature of your business as to how to organically advertise and build connections. But sometimes that's just reaching out to suitable business partners, to suitable clients, suitable organizations that might need your services, going to business networking events, other events like that, joining certain groups, or even just doing the organic social media posting. Just get people to share your posts for you. You can do kind of like a giveaway or something to draw some attention. So there are a lot of ways to advertise your business organically without spending money. So that's another good way to keep your costs low when starting out. And then as your business grows and you have more money coming in, then you can start spending more on advertising if you want to, and all those other things as well. So hopefully that was helpful. If you liked the video, please click like. You can subscribe to my channel if you want. I've got well over 100 videos now on business startup and business management topics. And if you have a question on those topics, feel free to leave it in the comment section below and I will answer it there.